Hey everybody, it's Brandy back again, and today I did this look for you guys. So I paired it with the dark lip here, but I did do a new lip option, so you can just stay tuned for that. So if you want to see how I got this look, keep watching.
So first things first, I'm going to prime my face with the Smashbox Photofinish primer. And then I'm going to head and do my brows, just combing them out first. Then I'm going to use a Bossi Auto Pencil. It's a dark brown. I like to use that to carve out the brows just to make it easier. I always do the frown test to make sure that they look right. So then the next step, I'm going to go ahead and fill them in. This is the NYX eyeshadow in dark brown. This has been my go-to for my brows for a while now. Then after that, I go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn. And I'm going to just carve out my brows. Then I'm going to move to the other eye. This process takes a very long time for me, so I really did like cut a lot out just to save y'all some time. Now I'm going to go to the eyes. I'm using the eyeshadow primer from Urban Decay. And then after that, I'm going to use the NYX Eyeshadow Base in number 3. This is the flesh tone color. I'm just going to use my finger to blend that out. Sometimes the best makeup tools or best blending tools are your fingers. Then next I'm just going to put some tape on there just to help my eyeshadow, the shape, like that sharp look happen. I'm going to use Unconditional from my Lorac Unzipped palette. And I'm going to use that as a transition shade. I like to use this one because it is flesh tone and it makes the blending so much easier. Next, I'm going to go in with that Smoke palette. And this is the shade Rockstar. It's a nice purple. And I'm going to focus that into my crease area. And this is a LA Colors brush. You can get this at like the Family Dollar or something. This brush is amazing. I've had this since I first started doing makeup like years ago. It's so good. It gets better with time. And then after I apply that purple, I went back in with that fluffy brush and just kind of blended that out so it wasn't so harsh before I do my next step. So my next step is to use Freestyle from the Smoke palette, and I'm going to use that on my movable lid with a flat like packing brush. This is from Morphe. And these eyeshadows in the Smoke palette, of course by Urban Decay, they're very pigmented. They're really pretty. And then I'm going back in with that brush I applied the purple with just to give it like a more cleaner look as far as like the shading between and the progression between the colors. So the next color I'm going to put is Backdoor. This is also from the Smoke palette. It's just like a nice dark cool tone brown just to darken up the outer V. I didn't want to go on with a really dark color at first. I just like to do a little bit just to kind of give me the idea of what I'm doing. It's so easy to go in with a lighter dark color first, just because it's really hard to take away the dark color once it's on. So then I'm going to take this, the Freestyle color, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of blend out that dark outer color and together with the Freestyle, just because, you know, you want to be, like I said, a smooth transition between colors. Then you take black out from that same palette. Now I'm going to go with a darker shade. For this black, I'm going to lightly, very lightly with an e.l.f. Blending brush, just put it on that outer V. I don't want it to outdo the purple. And here I am again, blending, blending, blending. That is very important. And of course, going back in with some more of that Freestyle, just to make sure that it's still prominent on the lid. Then I'm going to take in the same shade Freestyle that I'm using on my lid, just to highlight underneath the brow bone. And now I'm going to take this color Unreal from the Lorac Unzipped palette, and I'm using that as the highlight. Removing the tape. Now I'm going in with the NYX Gel Liner. This process I really did so slow because I was so afraid of messing this up. I mean, take your time. And I personally like these kind of brushes. The felt tip doesn't work for me personally. And I normally don't do wing liner, but I think this look deserves something really dramatic, so I went ahead and tried my best.
So my camera died while I was recording, so I'm gonna just go back and kind of catch up on what I did. So I did use this brush here to go in with the concealer, is where we left off. After that, I went in with my L'Oreal Infallible matte mascara foundation, and I used the Expert Face brush by Real Techniques, and then I went back in and I blended it out with the Beauty Blender. And with the same Beauty Blender for my highlight, I went in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal and Warm Honey and blended that out. Then I set that with the Dermablend translucent powder immediately after putting on my concealer. And then I set the rest of my face with the Pure Minerals 4-in-1 in Deep. Then after that, I went ahead and did my lashes off camera. I wasn't going to do them on camera. I'm just not good at doing lashes like that, so I didn't want to, you know, take up too much time doing that. But they came out actually really good. And the ones that I have on are the Ardell, the Curvies. This is the 411s in black from the Curvy edition.
Okay, so now we're going to go in with that Turks and Caicos palette from e.l.f. And I'm going to lightly, very lightly, kind of bronze the face a little bit. Just very lightly, like barely touching the skin. Next, the CoverGirl Ebony Bronze from the CoverGirl Queen collection. Again, very lightly. This is a very warm color for me, and it's beautiful, but I don't want to put too much. So my great contour color actually is the same NYX eyeshadow that I use for my brows, and that I usually use for a good contour. It's a nice cool tone, and it complements my skin tone very well. So next for this blush, I'm going to use this Beauty Supply Store blush, just a nice darker rose color.
Oh my gosh, my pet peeve. Seeing people with like blush, like on face. You know what I mean when I say that, like just face and then blush across the, that's ugly. So
now I'm going to go over and just cover the lash band with that gel outline eyeliner. I'm sorry, it's kind of tongue-tied. Going back in, kind of amping up that highlight in the corners. NYX Perversion. It's going to use that to put into my waterline and my lower lash line. I'm going to give this a nice little smoky. Now I'm going to, on the bottom lashes, I put that purple color on the bottom lash line just lightly from the inner corner to the back. Then I put the dark color, the dark brown, and I'm putting that from the middle to the rest of the lashes, and I'm kind of blending that out together on the bottom. For my lips, 24 Hours lip pencil in Ozone. This is from Urban Decay. I use this to prime. Then I use Espresso from NYX just to carve out my lips. So this look is going to be the nude lip, by the way. So next, I like to take a dark, not a dark brown, but just a regular brown, and I like to kind of blend out just so it's a nicer transition in. I like to really have a seamless ombre type of thing with my nudes. And I'm taking Euro Trash, also by NYX, which is a matte color. Right here, I'm kind of patting it on, and I thought that was going to be enough, but I wanted a little bit more, so I just went ahead and, you know, did it. Of course, now I realize I didn't put any highlights, so I'm taking the same Unreal that I use for the highlights on my inner corners to go ahead and put that on my face. And I'm using just like an angled blending brush from Morphe. I think I went a little bit overboard on that forehead part because like during the day it was just too much for me. So here we go. Final look. This is the nude option. So for you ladies that aren't trying to do too much with the, you know, with the lip, this is normally what I would go for. I just really love a nude lip. Just bam. Sexy. Now we're going to go with that darker vampy lip. Same Ozone. Then we're going to do Chestnut by NYX just to carve out that lip again. I always go with the lip liner. Now we're going to take She Devil from the Vamp Life from NYX collection, and that is what we're going to use all over the lips to give it that nice deep color. Only negative about these, take so long to really control. I just went back in with the pencil just to even out kind of the coverage. And to top this off, I'm going to use Transylvania Soft Matte Lip Cream on top of that. And vampy, here you go. For you dark lip ladies. Ow.
Thank you all for watching my video today. If you like this look, like this video, comment down below, share it with your friends. Just thank you so much for your support, and see you later.